What's happening, YouTube? What's up? So we talk about the month of April. There's so many things that happen in April. Um, it's a trip out month. It's one of my all time favorite months. It's the start of spring, but then you also have taxes. Then you have Easter if you celebrate. It has. It's interesting how it has so many different nuances. Very earthy, very spiritual, but also um, and then the baseball season starts in April. April has a lot of interesting things that goes on in the month. You know, um, I'm always like when I've sat there and thought about it, like I realize all that. For some, it's a spring break. There's a lot that goes on if you're in school. So it's kind of like, wow, April is a more very busy month of a lot going on, and then of course, with other factors, and then yet it still is like one of the most flowing, coolest, laid back months you can have too. I'm trying to always make sense of April because I've had Aprils where I've sat there and I thought, wow. I remember when I was a student in school, and that was a halfway point, and once you got past April, then it was the home stretch. Then it started to feel warmer because the clock went up and all that. But then you get grown and then you got to deal with taxes. And then that's a whole nother thing in that particular part of the season, you know. So if you are doing Good Friday, if you're doing Palm Sunday, if you're doing Easter, all that used to be a factor. All that stuff, you know, all that April is a pretty busy month. It's a lot to think about. And then before you know it, right now you're near the end of the month. It's like, where did it all go? When I sit there and I think about April, because sometimes I might might start doing this where I do video reflections of what a month all that encompasses, like personal, outside, and how it takes on a whole different totality, stuff that you don't even really think about of what it all means and how it all blends together. Just like thinking about one month and its significance. It's like, yeah, it hits in a certain way. So I just started like, wow, I hadn't even really even given April that kind of mind and that kind of totality. But then there is actually a reflection of being a kid with it and being grown. And of course, daylight savings time always meant the same thing. It meant, oh, the birds are gonna be singing, the sun is gonna be shining, and it's gonna be goodness and everything. So it's always had that kind of connotation. But I think about it, like April is really like one of the freshest months that has so much going on for it that it just grabs me. It just like really puts me in a trance. It makes me feel kind of special.